In this video, I'm going to be talking about the best natural hair products on Amazon. And the reason I'm doing a video about Amazon is because where I live, it is very hard to find like 90% of the products that I use. If I do find them where I live, they are usually ridiculously priced, and I'm talking about like 4 or 5 times the price. So I tend to buy almost all my products on Amazon, and I just love the fact that I can order a bunch of things from Amazon. This is not a sponsored video, although I wish it was, so you guys watch it more so Amazon can sponsor me. If you don't know me, my name is Angelica. You can call me Angie B. I post videos twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays, all about growing long, healthy hair. I am on a journey myself. Look how much my hair has grown. It is growing, guys. Yes, and these are the products that I've used across my entire natural hair journey that have really helped me get to this length and to progress to get to the length I want to get to. So if that seems interesting to you, consider subscribing. The subscription button is right down there, as well as the bell icon. Make sure you get the bell so you get notifications every single time I post. Let's get into these products. I'm trying to eliminate products that you really don't need, like stylers and gel. They don't really contribute to the length or health of your hair. Those are just for making your hair look nice, so I'm not really going to focus on those. Let's get into the first one. So the first one is a shampoo. Now, this shampoo is one that I have been using for a long time now. The one I'm using right now is a sulfate one. So I'll show you because I have it with me. It is not my favorite one, but it gets the job done. I'm really not a big fan of shampoos, but I got the huge one this time because I found it. It is by Cream of Nature, the Professional Ultra Moisturizing Shampoo for dry, brittle, or color-treated hair. This is what it looks like. If you're looking for a sulfate-free option, my favorite one is by Shea Moisture, the Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil one, also the Jamaican Black Castor Oil one. I like the Coconut and Hibiscus one. Honestly, I would recommend any sulfate-free shampoo from Shea Moisture. I have tried a bunch of them and I like all of them. The only specific one I wouldn't recommend is the Yucca and Plantain one, only because I find it too expensive, not because it's more expensive than the others in terms of the amount you're getting, but I find that I have to use way more of that one. It's more like a co-wash, even though it's supposed to be a shampoo. It takes way longer to lather. Although my hair feels amazing, I feel like I need too much product and it's not worth the money. So that's the only one that I would suggest you do not buy. Otherwise, you're good with the Shea Moisture, Manuka Honey, and Mafura Oil, or any of the other ones from that line. The next one, I'm not mentioning a co-wash because not everybody co-washes and it's not a necessity. You can just shampoo your hair. The next thing is a deep conditioner. Again, I am skipping over the conditioner because, to be honest, conditioners are not a necessity. They are an option. So if you're thinking like, I can only afford to buy 2 products that I really need for my hair right now, I would suggest you get a shampoo and a deep conditioner, because you can use your deep conditioner like a 10-minute conditioner, or you could leave it as like an intense 1-hour deep conditioner. So if you're thinking about it and you want to skip conditioner, I'd suggest you get a deep conditioner. My favorite one right now, and it's gone to the top of my list. I am amazed by this. It is the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask, and this is what it looks like. It is kind of pricey, but a little bit goes a long way. It basically looks like I didn't use it. Like, I have a lot of hair. I section it in 4 sections, and I find that it is so thick and it absorbs so well. You literally need the tiniest bit. Like, you just get a little bit per section, so it's definitely worth the money. When I got it, I thought this kind of looks a little small for the amount of hair that I have, but actually I know I'm going to get so many uses out of this. My second mask that I love so much that is not as expensive as this one is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Deep Conditioner. Out of all the deep conditioners from Shea Moisture, that is my all-time favorite one. The runner-up to that one would be the Jamaican Black Castor Oil one from Shea Moisture as well. I have also used the Eden Body Works. I actually have that one with me, but I think it's in my shower and I'm too lazy to get it. I'll put a picture. The Eden Body Works Almond and Marshmallow Deep Conditioner is another really good one. I love that conditioner. It lathers up. It is so much, and also a little goes a long way with that one, so I would highly recommend that. Also, if you're wondering what kind of hair I have and you don't know me, I do have low porosity hair. It is very thick and very coarse, so if you have hair like me, there's a chance that these products could work for you as well. And my curl pattern, I do have type 4 hair. I don't like to be specific. I have a couple different textures, like a 3C kind of here, then like 4A, 4B, maybe a little 4C, who knows. Hair textures do not matter when it comes comes to products that will work for you, it's porosity that matters more, porosity and the density of your hair. So if you look at someone with type 3 hair and they have the same porosity and density as you, there's a chance the products that work on their hair could also work on yours. The texture has nothing to do with it. Okay, the next thing is moisturizer. I'm not going to put the one I am currently using because while it does work very well, it's not something I have used for a long time on my journey, and it's also something I would not go and repurchase if I had my other options available, but it is from the same brand. It is the African Pride Leave-In Moisturizing Cream. I think that is what it's called. It's got coconut in it. I'll put a picture here because I've run out of it. That is my favorite moisturizer of all time currently, and it is very affordable. So buying in bulk is actually a great idea. I'm pretty sure on Amazon they always sell it like in sets of 3. You can buy one, but if it wasn't so heavy, I'd get sets of 3 all the time. It is very affordable and it is so good, so hydrating and moisturizing. I love that leave-in conditioner. The second one, I haven't used it in a long time, but I know it is amazing. It is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil from Shea Moisture. Like I said, not sponsored, but I'm sure you're starting to see a pattern here of my favorite brands. So now let's get into oils. Oils, I always say this, I find that essential oils give you way more benefits than carrier oils. Essential oils are way more expensive, it seems like, but they're actually not. I would say they're actually the same price or even cheaper, because if you get 100 mils of, let's say, olive oil, and you get maybe 50 mils or 30 mils of peppermint oil, the olive oil is probably gonna last you about maybe 2 to 3 months depending on how you use it, and the essential oil, even if it is less, will probably last you like 6 to 8 months. So when it comes down to it, they're actually not that expensive because you need the tiniest drops and they offer you the most benefits. My favorite carrier oil is avocado oil. I have not found it locally for a while, but it is my favorite one. But the one I have been using more recently is olive oil. It has been working great. I use it in my oil mixes. I use it a lot. I have my own DIY moringa oil and I used olive oil to make it. And then for essential oils, if you're not new to this channel, you know exactly what I'm going to say. My favorite essential oils are rosemary oil, peppermint oil, and tea tree oil. I do have a video that I posted very recently all about the benefits of using oils, how to oil your hair, the best oils to use, and all that. So I will link it in the description box below. So make sure you check that out. And if I didn't say this in the beginning, every product I'm mentioning in this video will be listed in the description box below. So you can click on it, you can check the price, you can purchase it. Everything will be available there. So now we're getting into the treatments. Now I only have one item here because it's the only treatment, like aside from a deep conditioner, that I've used. It is the most unique product I have ever come across. I love it so much, but it's definitely going to be a staple in my routine. It is on the expensive side, but it is something you need to use very rarely. I'm talking about once a month, once every 2 months, because of the nature of the product. It is this product by Amika and it is called Reset. It is a pink charcoal pre-cleansing oil. This is the first product I have ever come across that works like this. If you have found like a drugstore or cheap alternative, a cheap product that works similarly to this, that is not DIY. I like to say this. I like to keep my DIYs as minimal as possible. I don't like mixing too many natural products. I prefer to purchase products that are perfectly formulated by scientists for my hair. So if you're thinking of like, you know, like an apple cider vinegar rinse and stuff like that, I don't think this is anything similar to those. This has pink charcoal. It says it's a pre-cleansing oil. Now, I don't even know where to begin with this product. This product is amazing. It is an oil, but it feels more like a gel kind of consistency. You rub it in your hair on dry hair. I'm pretty sure you can put it on damp hair as well, but I think it works best on dry hair. It's like an oil to foam. So you put it on your scalp, you rub it in, and it foams like a shampoo, but it feels oily and it feels like so hydrating. I don't know how they managed to make this kind of magic, but it just feels so good. Like my roots felt so soft and amazing. You need the tiniest bit because you're not putting this all over your hair. You're literally only focusing on your roots. And then it has so much like peppermint oil and I don't know what else in it. Let's see, the ingredient says it does have peppermint oil pretty high up. It's menthol, lactate, I guess. And then it has a whole bunch of different oils, and Amika's product that they put in almost every single the base that's in almost every single one of Amika's products is sea buckthorn. I haven't used that in my hair, but I know it is extremely hydrating for your face. So most things that are amazing for your face are amazing for your hair as well. Guys, this will feel like your scalp is on fire in the best way possible. Like a cooling sensation. Like, you know, the kind of burning you get from something cold. Like when you eat like a Hall's mint when you have a sore throat, this is what it feels like on your scalp. So, because of that, this is something you don't need every single week at all. This makes your scalp feel squeaky clean in the most hydrating way possible. It gets off any like dead skin, any dandruff. Your hair just feels literally, you just need to try this product. I feel like Amika, can you sponsor me? Tag Amika in the comments so they can sponsor me and let me be a brand ambassador for this brand. I've got other products that I want to try from them that I haven't tried yet, but this is definitely something I would fork out the money to purchase this product. So now I'm going to put these two products together, and this is a satin bonnet and a satin scarf. So you guys have seen these many times. I definitely need a new satin bonnet. It's hanging on to its dear life, but this is my favorite satin bonnet from Amazon. It is very cheap, or let me say it's pretty affordable. I can't remember, it's been a while since I purchased it. It's usually like in a clear plastic bag with like a paper just holding it up. This is my favorite one because it has this band here, and this band just lays, I actually don't necessarily put it on my edges. It kind of hovers off my forehead. So this is kind of what's on my hair, and you can see it's quite small. So I wish they had a bigger size, but this is the only size. But my friend did make me a huge bonnet, which is very similar to this, but it is very thick, so it makes me feel hot. So I'm definitely going to be wearing that in winter, but it is definitely the same concept as this. A band here. The reason why I don't like it to be ruffled like this, let me bring it closer. I don't like it to be ruffled like this on the edge, because that is damaging to the edges, and as you can see, my edges are thriving. The next thing is my silk, or this is actually satin scarf. This is my favorite one, and I've literally had it for years. I don't even know how many years. I've had it for so long. It does not get damaged. I actually got this one from a thrift store, and I just kind of like this chain pattern. I have no idea where it's from because it didn't have a tag on it, but I have found quite a few similar ones on Amazon, so I will link those. It's the exact same material, actually a similar pattern as well, but all the brands where I find the similar ones to this, they also have a bunch of other different patterns. So if you don't like the chain pattern, the pattern has nothing to do with it. It is all about the material. So the reason why I like this is because sometimes I wear this and the bonnet depending on what I have on. Sometimes I will only wear this and not wear the bonnet, and vice versa. So it would be a good idea to have both, but if you could only have one, you can actually just choose one. It really doesn't matter. Just choose which one you want. The next one is my satin pillowcase. I got black because sometimes if I have any like oils in my hair or anything like that, I don't want it to stain my pillowcases. I love white, and I do have some white pillowcases that I also got from Amazon, but they're basically just there for decoration. I don't sleep on them because hair products and oils, and even if I don't oil my hair products could still mess my pillowcases, and I don't like that. So I like to sleep on black ones, or at least like a dark beige, mauve, like any kind of color. The companies that I got it from have a whole bunch of colors. I highly advise to do silk or satin, and you can only do one if you want, like a satin bonnet or a satin pillowcase, but I would suggest both, because if you have both, the friction is literally like this. Like when your head is moving around on the pillow, there's no snags, no nothing. It is a sleek movement. You're not going to slide off your pillow unless you're a really wild sleeper. You literally would just, it's very, very comfortable. It leaves the least amount of friction. And if you do this like on a cotton pillowcase and then you have this, the bonnet will help you, but having a satin pillowcase and a satin bonnet or scarf will definitely be way, way, way more beneficial. Okay, so now these next things are all to do with the heat styling. Now I rarely rarely heat style, and because I rarely heat style, I feel like one, I can afford to spend more money on the products because they'll probably last me like over a year or more than that because I rarely use them. Second of all, because I rarely do a silk press, when I do it, I want it to be bomb. I want the best possible results I could possibly get. So I truly believe in investing in tools that actually give you the best results, but not only that, they protect your hair. Yeah, this is why I'm justifying why I spent this money on these products. So the first thing is the first thing is my BioSilk, and here's an example. This, I can't remember how much this is, but you can see like it's up to there. I've used it on my natural hair before, but I do use it on my silk presses. I've used it on my wig once or twice. I've had this for I think a whole year, and this is all I've used. So this is definitely worth it because this is probably, to be honest, it's probably going to expire before I finish it. So that is how amazing it is. I'm definitely going to start using it more on my curly hair just so I can get some use out of it and to get some of the heat protection, even just from UV rays from the sun. But it is extremely worth it if you have very, not even fine, if you just have finer hair. Maybe you would want to go with the Chi Silk Infusion because BioSilk is actually from the same company as the Chi Silk Infusion, except this one is slightly thicker. So if your hair is light and you go a little overboard with this, it could weigh your hair down. The BioSilk one is, I mean, the Chi Silk Infusion, I believe, is lighter, and Chi Silk Infusion is very expensive, maybe even more expensive than this one. Highly recommend this. It gave me super sleek, like soft, flowy results. The next product is another product from Amika. This is it in the box. It is called the Glass Action Universal Elixir. This is actually just an oil. It is a very thin oil. It did add a beautiful shine, but because it is so expensive and so little, and I rarely style my hair, I don't think I'm even going to be using this on my curly hair. I will only use it on like blow dried or hair that has a silk press. I used literally one pump of this, like the tiniest pump, and it added so much shine with like no weight. It is the lightest weight oil. It is so good. It also has dimethicone, so it is like a very light oil with almost a serum consistency because of the dimethicone, which is a silicone. If you have naturally very shiny hair, you probably don't need this, so you can just skip over that. The next thing is my tools now. I left them for last because they are the most expensive, but I would highly recommend saving up for them if you need to, or waiting till Black Friday if you need to, although they don't always go on sale. But yes, if it's something you're planning to do, and if you want to do silk presses a lot of the time and you don't want to go to the hair salon, silk presses are pretty expensive. So if you do them like once or twice a year and you can learn how to do them yourself and do them well, I would suggest you invest into the tools. So the first thing is this blow dryer, the best blow dryer I have ever used. It is by GHD. That is it. The lid just comes off, and that is it inside. And if you're wondering, like, did you just buy that? No, honey, I've had this for about a year. But will I keep it in the box like it's for sale? 100%. And this is because I love the box. It is so hard. It is great packaging, and it keeps any dust or any germs from going into my blow dryer, which I do not want. So I always keep it in the packaging. However, if you have a designated drawer that is nice and clean for your tools, you can go ahead and do that. This is definitely not cheap. This is actually a blow dryer I have wanted since I don't know how old, because most of the professional salons, like in South Africa, Botswana, and here that I saw, and in the UK, this is the dryer they use. So this is not very popular in America, I think, because this must be a British company, I think. So this is why I think it's not that popular. I find that American products in general are more popular on YouTube, but I would highly recommend the GHD Air. It is not too heavy. The sound is not too loud. You know, some blow dryers sound so loud when you're blow drying your hair. It only comes with a concentration nozzle, which is all you need. It makes your hair so shiny. I don't even know how to explain it, but if you've ever used a really cheap blow dryer, you probably know the feeling I'm talking about. When you blow dry your hair with it, your hair almost feels burnt. extremely dry, and it's like it just blows all the moisture out of your hair, but it won't be like sleek and smooth. This, every single person's hair, I have type 4 hair. My mom has like type 3 hair, relaxed. Completely different texture to mine, completely different feel. We only have like similar density. I've used this on my best friend's hair, and she also has type 3 hair, which is a completely different, like smoother, silky texture. Every single texture I have tried this blow dryer on, the person's hair has come out amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommend if you're looking for a blow dryer. There's one called something like Speed Freak or something like that. I'm not sure what the brand is. It's very popular by American professional hairstylists, and also the Babyliss Pro. They also have a popular blow dryer, but I have never used those. There's also one by Sadu, I think, and also by Numi. Those are also popular dryers, but I have never tried them on my own hair, so I can't really attest to what they feel like. I can only tell you about the one I have, and that's the GHD, and I highly recommend it. And now for the flat iron, I would highly recommend this one by Sadu. I also keep it in the box for the same reasons I keep the hair dryer in the box. This is what the flat iron looks like. Can it please focus? So I love this flat iron, and if you have been on YouTube at any point and you're looking for things to do with natural hair, how to grow a natural hair, you've probably come across this flat iron on the Glam Twins page. They're actually, I think, the only people I've seen using this flat iron who are at least like popular enough that their videos just pop up all the time. That's the reason I got this Sadu flat iron. Now, I was very, very stuck because I wanted the Babyliss Pro, the nano titanium, that's very popular, and then I also saw this one and I'm like, this also looks really good. But after I've seen a lot of videos from many professional hairstylists, they actually say they really like ceramic flat irons because of the way they distribute the heat between the hair. And I didn't want to unwrap this because I did it so nice, but I will. Now the plates on this flat iron are very, very shiny and very wide. You can see how wide that plate is, and if you have short hair, you might want to get like one of those flat irons that has like a smaller, smaller width. I think this is about 1.5 inches. I don't know if it says it on the box. Yes. So this is definitely salon quality, and most of the time, most salon products, you can even just tell because the cable is so long, because they expect you to be able to connect it to your station and be able to do people's hair from a distance. So yeah, I actually appreciate the long cable, but that has nothing to do with the efficiency of it. It goes from 250, which is really low. I really appreciate that because you never know what texture you have, and especially when it comes to styling, like after your hair is already sleek and shiny and you just want to add like a little bump in your hair, you really don't need high heat. It's not a digital plate, but I do not mind that. You just literally turn the dial to what you want. The on button is here, very discreet and right at the back, so there's very little chance for you to turn it off by accident while you're flat ironing the hair because the handles are so long. So it goes from 250 to 410 degrees. I really like that because a lot of popular flat irons go up to 450, and most people's hair does not need that. And until I use professional products, I always compare professional products to jeans. Stay with me here. If you have been wearing affordable or like cheap jeans for most of your life, like most of us, they feel pretty good, right? Like you find a pair that fits and you're like, damn, these jeans are so cheap and they fit so well. Like, oh my God, they look so good. And then go and try on a pair of jeans that costs like $200. They look the same, but when you try them on, you're like, okay, I can see why this is more expensive. That's what it is with these products. They might look the same as cheaper products and they might give you like a similar effect, but until you actually use the high-end version, you're like, now I can see why this is very expensive. So I would highly recommend this. Again, I think this one I got on Black Friday and I got it for half the price because I'm just that lucky. But would I purchase full price for these products? Absolutely. If you didn't subscribe, hit my face right there to subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notification when I do that. Or if you just want any other hair growth tips, there's a bunch of them that you can see right here on the side of the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!